Hello YouTube, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed the first Fedex leg, which we did from Memphis down to Stansted. The channel got a great response from it. You know, you overall liked that, I guess. So I thought, why not? Let's do another one. Let's do 2 legs this time. I'm going to split them into 2 segment videos. But the first one we are going to do from London Stansted over to Frankfurt this evening. Is Fedex 34, and then we're going to take her back out of Frankfurt and head over to Paris Charles de Gaulle. So there'll be 2 parts of this video for Fedex on the channel. First you'll see this one, which will be the Stansted to Frankfurt, and then later on in the week you will then see the second part, which is us taking her from Frankfurt over to Paris Charles de Gaulle. But we're on the ground here in Stansted. We're on stand 214 where we finished up, where we parked her up that evening when we flew in from Memphis, and we're going to take her back out. So if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the post notification bell so you get notified when content like this goes live. Also give the videos a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. It helps the video out very well as well. If you've got any route suggestions, be sure to put them in the comments below. If not, leave your favourite emoji for engagement. But let's hop into the flight deck of Fedex 34 and we'll take her over to Frankfurt. And welcome to the flight deck of Fedex 34, service from Stansted to Memphis. The power's already on, so unfortunately you don't get the great awesome startup of the 777. But the aircraft was already powered up, where we for this evening's flight. Looks like maintenance were in doing some checks and doing some oil pressure and oil checks and all that to make sure that the aircraft is all fit for purpose. But we are on the ground. We're on stand 214 as you can see from here, and we are still on the triple. So let's go ahead and make sure stuff is working, shall we, and then get everything prepped. So thrusts are good, fuel is in cut off, and parking brake is set. Well, parking brake is off because we're on the chocks. Let's go ahead and we'll turn that round to 2000. We'll do our radials, which is 122825 on that side, and then we'll do it again on this side. We currently do not have any ATC on right now in London Stansted, which is a bit of a shame, but you never know, they might come on. We'll do that there, we'll do that there, and then we'll leave that there, and we will just do our cockpit checks. So as I say, everything's been powered up. We're on the external power and everything like that. So let's do the ADRUs, bring that up, emergency lights coming down. Put that to on because it's just us in here, and we are good to go up here. This is all good. We can turn that down just a tad. I guess he was doing some heating pressurization as well, and then we'll turn the left and right packs on as well. So that's the overhead done, all good to go up there. Shall we see what the METAR is like down here in Stansted, because there is no ATC. So we've got 9 or 5 hectopascals down here in Stansted. I'll tell you something, the pressure in the UK has been all over the place. I will say that to you just now. When it comes to certain stuff, it's not actually been the nicest of weather either. So, but we move. Burrow that round like that. That's all good. So we've got 9 or 9 or 5 hectopascals all in all that. And let's go down into the FMC and we will get her prepped. So we need FS actions on this side. We'll do this on this side, and we'll do the position request. So we are down here in Stansted. Let's see if we can get stand 214 from here, which is not in database again. So we'll just take the GPS left. No, we'll just take this one. And then we'll go Stansted to Frankfurt, and we're going to request that. While that is doing that, oh, I did not launch up my charts, so let's launch up that real quick. I always keep forgetting to boot this up for you guys, so then you guys can actually see the routing. Let me just move it over to my other screen, and we will make sure it's completely done on my other screen. So then when I do drag it off screen, then it's easy to position for myself. Route uplink is ready to go, so we'll load that and we'll get that routed in. While we are looking, they are currently using runway 04 by the looks of it, because Navigraph is giving me an error. I will double check on Flight Radar to see what they're using. Performance uplink is ready, but that is fine. So we can go Fedex 34 for this evening. Out of Stansted, and let me just double check. Winds are 060 at 060 at 16. So my initial thought is they're using 34. What? No, not 3404, which they are. So, which is handy for us. So, let's go ahead and have a look at this departure SID, shall we? So, here is the departure SID for this evening. So, we're London Stansted. We're looking to go off of runway 04. We do have noise abatement in place because it is 8 in the evening. We're looking to go out here at 8 o'clock, but I don't know if we'll do that. But we're going to come out here with our first waypoint being Clacton. So we're going to be out here by the Clacton 5-seer departure, up to 6,000 initially, but that's fine. So we'll go Clacton to ISED at 1 DME, make the right hand turn to Barkway at 14 DME, and then Barkway at 17 DME, Clacton at 21 DME, and then all the way over to Clacton, and then is filed out of here. Coming out onto the charts. So out of Stansted, departing to the east, out of the UK via the east, and then over the channel, hitting the southeast of southeast coast of England, coming across Conan, Coxey, everyone's favourite waypoint, Coxey, and then all the way in through Brussels, and then into German airspace. No idea what ATC will be met with by the time we get over there, but we shall wait and see. We've got an alternate of Munich, and then we've also got an alternate of Cologne, I believe this is. Yep, Cologne. In the event that we need to divert if we cannot get into Frankfurt, but I think we'll be able to get into Frankfurt fairly easily. So let's go ahead and I'll put that chart stuff back over there. This is all good. So we have confirmed we're on runway 04 this evening. So runway 04, collecting 5-seer departure out of here. This is all good. Onoko is our last waypoint, which is correct, and then we will figure out all our star and all that when we get into Frankfurt, or when we get a bit closer to Frankfurt, which is all good there. Coming down, let's go here. We want to accept this page, and that's all going to go in, so that's fine. So fuel, we need my OFP's on my right hand screen. We need, let's recommend us to take, is this in pound? Oh, please tell me SimBrief has not messed up my flight plan for me and put this into kilos instead of pounds. I'm going to say it probably has as well. No, it hasn't actually. Okay, so it's only wanting us to take 30 32.5. So what we'll do, we'll take an extra 500, we'll take 33. We're going to be extremely light. We've got a 0 fuel weight payload of 435.3 into there. Perfect. So 435.3 into there. Reserves for this evening is saying 14, which is actually incorrect, because we have a reserve of 13.1, but it'll be 13.6 because we added an extra 500 kilos. Up to flight level 290, nope, like flight level 330. Cost index of 150. Again, I do not know what Fedex use for their cost index as of yet. I'm still trying to figure it out, but if any of you guys know, let me know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to update that. Cruise 18.5. Step size is a 0 because we're not step climbing at all, and this is just our thrust limitation. So let's do that. We can execute that as well, which is good. Wind data uplink is ready, which means, did that actually clear all that? Please tell me you did not just clear my entire performance page. No, you did not. Okay, good. So let's go into route data, we'll load that, and then that will give us all those winds. We'll go into the VNav page, forecast. We have a transition here of 7,000. We'll load that, and then that'll be good to go. Good, it's all in. And yeah, so let's go ahead and we will request boarding of everything. Do you want to be board crew? Nobody, because we already have the crew on board. And we'll go ahead and open up all these doors as well for them. What we will do is we'll go ahead and set our parking brake, and then we'll be good there. We'll go into the VNav page and we will have a look at our OFP to see if there is any max speeds that we need to be at for the climb out. So once is at Mach decimal 80 for the climb, which is fine. For the cruise, it wants us at Mach decimal 84. And then for the descent, we will put the descent one in when we are able to. So that is all good in there. So coming across to here, we will do that. Traffic, FPN, data position. Do the same on this side. And then we're all good there. So let's have a look at this routing, shall we? But we also need to do some fixes. So I'll have the chart open on my other monitor, because we need to do some fixes. So the airport, which is going to be the ISED, which is going to go into here, which is 110.5, which is correct, and we want the correct one. You want the ILS, don't you? So you want this one. Actually, where's that one? Oh, that one's in the middle. Okay, so let's do /1, because it wants it 1 DME for the first waypoint, and then we'll do 10 miles, and then we'll do 25, not 225, 25 miles, which will be good. And then the next one, which is going to be Barkway, which is BKY, and then you want the Barkway VOR, which is 116.8, no, 116.8, 116.25, which is all the way over here. And then you then want a heading of 122, and then a heading of 114. Okay, I did not ask for that, but that's fine. 114. So then it does it like that, which is fine, which matches our chart. And then you want a 14 and a 17 mile ring. So you want 14 miles and then you want a 17 miles on that, which is fine, which will take us to these two waypoints. And then our next one is Clacton, which is the CLN, which is 114.55. And then we want all three of these on here. So we want 21. 21 being the highest number on this. Oh my goodness. My mouse is double clicking. I do need a new mouse. But the mouse I get, which is the final mouse, they are out of stock. And they only do limited edition drops, like one-time drops per mouse. So that is a shame. Maybe I'll get one second hand or something. So yeah, that's all our rings. That's all good. And we need some taxi charts and all that as well. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to navigate around this airport. So, runway 04. We've got ISED, which is already in, which is all good and dandy into there. We'll come back to route. We'll go route 2. We'll do EGSS. Back to EGSS. This is the one that we will use in the event that we need to come back. 04. Fedex 2. No, Fedex 2, Fedex 34. I keep on saying Fedex 2 because that's the one that we did coming into here. Departure. Departing runway 04. Clacton 5. Index. Back to Stansted on the ILS runway 04 via Addons. Let me just check that real quick. Where is Addons? Addons coming in from that side. Yes. So it'll be via Addons and then all the way in, which is good. So that's good. Right, so we want to go back to route 1. Route 2 is all done. We can just step through this and make sure everything is okay. So we'll go 20. All the way over, all the way down. Yeah, that's good. Right, so that's all good and dandy into there. Runway 004 heading is 004. 04. My goodness, my English tonight is not the best. 042. Initial 6,000, and then we'll grab everything else. So we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do the VNAV onto here because we won't set the LNAV up while we're doing that. We'll do a checklist. So auction is tested in 100%, and flight instruments are heading 044, and altimeter is 0 ninger 5 hectopascals. That is all good. That is the before start checklist, which is fine by me. We are currently boarding, but before we do anything, we are going to go ahead and we are going to do performance page. We're going to import from here, runway 04, conditions are dry, thrust limitations, we'll do takeoff 1, flaps 5, aircon is auto, anti-ice is all off. Center of gravity we'll grab here in just a second. Have we had a meta update at all? No, we've not. So winds are 060 at 16. QNH is 0.995 hectopascals, and the outside air temperature is 6 degrees. We've got a takeoff weight of, by going back to our OFP, 766. No, that's our maximum. Disregard. 467064. And our center of gravity, which is going to be in here, is 25.7. We need some heating on over here. 25.7. Head keyboard, calculate. Perfect. So, flaps 5, runway 04. with our takeoff weight of 467,064 pounds out of Stansted. With a takeoff of 1, we're looking at a selected temperature of 35, with a takeoff of 1, with a V speed of 130, 137 and 148. So that is all good. So we can come into here, go performance, thrust limitation, takeoff of 1, 37, flaps 5, 25.7 into there, which is going to be 26 basically on the roundup, which should give us a trim of 3.5, which it does. And then we'll come over into here, 060 at 16. We've got no slope because we're in P3D, and P3D do not have sloped runways, unfortunately. This is not MSFS. And we've got an eco acceleration of 1900, 1350, and a thrust reduction of 1350 as well, which is good. And our reference outside air temperature is 6 degrees. So that's good. Right, going back, we've got 130, 137 and 148. 148 plus the 5 is 153, which is good, which is in the window up there. So FMC is now complete. Radio navs are good. What we're going to do is we're going to do BKY up in there, that one. So then we can track the Barclay VOR off to our left hand side, and then Clacton, and then is filed. ILS is parked because we don't really need it right now. And yeah, right. What we shall do is, how's our fuel looking? We are both engines, so no need for center tanks. That can come on. Let's fire up this APU, and then we'll be good. Parking brake is already set. Let's come down into here, and while that's doing a TCAS test, we'll do this ACAR stuff. So origin, we're at Stansted. Estimated time of departure is at 8 o'clock. Airline code is FX, and destination is EDDF. I don't know why that's saying Stansted there, but that's fine. And our estimated time en route is 1 hour and 3 minutes. We'll start that. We'll bring that round. We're on the right side, so that is all good there. APU should be spooling up, which it is, which is all good, and we will be able to get ourselves on this road. That can get closed. We can actually go back to menu, initialize the flight as well, and then that's good. APU is running. We're still waiting for this to go to 100%. Now it's 100%. So that's all good. And beacon light can come on, just to signal to the ground crew that we are on our own power. So then when we're ready, we can just disconnect. In terms of taxi, let's give you a little bit of a taxi brief, shall we? So, departing runway 04. We're down here on the Z apron, which is the cargo apron, this evening. So we're all the way down here. So we need to taxi out via Zulu. We'll take a left on Juliet and follow Juliet all the way down, and then come out on Lima, come down on Hotel, and then we'll probably take Kilo 1 for departure. I feel like we could get out at Lima, but I'm not really wanting to risk it, even though we are extremely light. But let's take Kilo 1 intersection, and we're pretty much full length anyway, so that is all good on that part. So, how are we doing externally? Let me go and have a look outside the cockpit, the captain's window. If we can we see? Can we see? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, we still have a baggage cart here, so I presume we are still loading, which is fine and dandy by me. So, with that, we can just check all the electrical stuff. All this is good, and all the right stuff is on. The hydraulics is all good, the pressure's all fine. Fuel's in, air's fine as well. We're still getting air from the APU just now. We're actually getting air from the APU. We didn't actually have a ground aircon unit, so that's fine. Doors, all the appropriate doors are open. Landing gear and our wheel temps are all okay. And our flight controls page is all good because we don't need that right now. Now, as we say that, I'm just trying to think if we need anything else to do before we are finished boarding other than the checklist, but that is a before start checklist, which we will do on the pushback. But other than that, we are pretty much good. We're just waiting on GSX finishing, and right on cue is GSX. So let's set doors. Let's close all the cargo doors, and we'll wait for all of them to close and show indicated on this door page, which will then black out and then go clear. And then once that's done, then we've been handed our final load sheet, and we will then be able to close up the main door, and then we'll be good to go. Right, all doors are closed, so let's go ahead and close that. We can go to the previous page, wait for this to go like that, and then we'll arm them all. They are now all armed and good to go. So with that, we are good. So we can disconnect the ground power. It'll just be easier just to go into it from this FMC, and then we'll go parking brake is on, so we can release that. We can release that as well, and then we'll go back into the D-Link stuff and do all that jazz. So let's go ahead and hope that GSX will actually work for us. If not, it's a shift P situation again. GSX. GSX seems to break after boarding in P3D now. That's a bit of a shame. So before start checklist, MCP is 153, which is 148 plus 5. Heading 042, which is runway heading, and 6000. Takeoff speeds are 130, 137, 148 plus the 5 is 153 for the V2. CD brief light is complete. Trim is set to 4. And taxi brief, which we've already done. Zulu, Juliet, Lima, Hotel, hold Kilo 1 for runway 04. Which is all good. And takeoff brief as well as we're departing runway 04 on a heading of 042 up to 6000 on the Clacton 5-seater departure. So that is all good in there. So let's go ahead, and since GSX no likey us no more, no likey, we will just do a shift P, which sucks again. I need to try and fix that. I don't know what's causing that. We had that in Memphis as well. It's kind of a weird one, but it's all fine. So let's go ahead and flick that on and wait for this fault light to go out. Do the left, follow the same process. And then we can go to the essentials, which will just illuminate out straight away. And we're good. Right, so we can go brakes off, and then we'll just start pushing back with the shift P, which is not ideal, but we'll go with it. We'll start that timer, and with that we will go ahead and start up number 2. Right, so M1's rising, N2 is rising, 20% fuel in, and then we'll just monitor the EGT, the oil pressures, the vibrations, and then we should see fuel flow kick in. There we go, fuel flows in, vibrations is rising, which is all good there. And now dynamic lighting is going to start chilling a little bit because it was overly bright when we were sitting in that stand. Right, that wants us to roll forward, so we're going to do that. Parking brake is set on. Engine 2 has started. Go ahead and start up engine 1. Same thing, monitor the M1, the N2, the oil pressures as well. 20% fuel in. EGT's at 6. Vibrations at 2. 3. Fuel flow should kick in. And there's the fuel flow. EGT should start going up. There we go. Down, and then it should shoot. There we go. Vibrations up. And it should come back down again, which is it's dropping dramatically. So that's good. And we'll wait for that to clear out. And there is engine 1. APU can go off, and we'll go and set flaps 5. Right, so while that's coming down, we'll do a flight control test. So we'll go full left, neutral, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder right, our rudder to the left, neutral, and we need a trim of 3.5. Oh, that's the wrong way. It should be about there. We can check that by the flight controls page. 3.5, which is good. Auto brakes to RTO, and we can do the before taxi checklist. So, anti-ice is not required. Recall is checked, it's just TCAS, which is fine. Flight controls are tested and free. Ground equipment is clear, and the before taxi checklist is complete. So, with that, we can start the taxi out. So, brakes off. A little bit of power in. And then we'll swing around to the left. Oh, this triple's not wanting to move. Which does, but she wants to turn very, very slowly. Like, on a dime. But I blame GSX, because GSX just brakes on us. As long as we don't go on the grass, we'll be fine. We don't want to submerge ourselves onto the grass. Right, so make sure we look right. It's all clear down Juliet, so that's all good. And we will just taxi out up Juliet. We are so light that we just roll. Right. Just a tad bit of thrust. And there we go. A nice dark cockpit. Now that we've got out the P3D's dynamic lights situation. But we can go weather radar, weather radar. good there, so that's fine. So right now we are on Juliet, about to pass the Ryanair hangar, maintenance hangar here at Stansted. Just went low. Right, now we can idle the power again. We want to keep an eye on this ground speed. We don't want to exceed too high, because I don't know what Fedex's policy is for taxiing. Try and keep it nice and low. And we want to come out via Lima. So before takeoff checklist, as flaps 5 is green light up here, so that is good to go. Everything else is nominal. Now we'll just do a swift of the overhead, make sure there is no fault lights illuminated, which it does not look like there is, so we are all clear there. Because that is the last thing we want to be dealing with, is any fault lights. Right. We will make a left onto a hotel here. Still getting used to taxiing this triple again since it's been so long. But we're pretty much there. So we'll do it since we're on hotel. Let's burrow that round, see if we've got any traffic coming in. I am seeing traffic, but they could be on stands, to be honest. Like, this is Heathrow over here, I believe. I don't know what that is, but I don't see anyone coming in on the approach, and I don't even see anyone visually outside the windshield, so I presume we are all good to go there. Kilo 3, Kilo 1. So we verified that we're at Kilo 1. We'll just look down the runway to the other side. All clear down the other side. So we will do runway entry procedure. And we'll do one final check down the approach, which we are. We're all good down there. So we'll just taxi on in to the runway. We should be able to verify that this is runway 04 by runway markings once we see them. Yep, there we go, 04, that should be. Yep, the runway 04 has been now verified. So that is perfectly fine right there. So we'll keep it rolling. Go up to 50%. Oh, I forgot to turn up the sim volume here. Go there. First ref, Toga. Airspeed alive, aeronauts. Throttle hold and set. 100. We are super light. V1. Hand off. Rotate. Pause it right. Gear up. VNAV speed. Jet flaps 1. LNAV. Speed, VNAV path, LNAV. Point the nose down. Speed check flaps up. Autopilot in, as we'll let that figure itself out. And we're direct this waypoint anyway, so it's fine. And we'll just climb all the way up to flight level 330. Thrust ref VNAV speed. No any speed stuff, so that's fine. I know our landing lights can stay on for just now because it's American company, so they'll still follow all American procedures. And we're good. And transition out's coming up. Can you like ignore all this? Please? There we go. After takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are up, which we're good. And did we have... It's fine. We're above transition anyway now, so we can go standard, cross check passing 7,800 now. And we're on our way. Still full stereo cockpit as we climb out of Stansted over a beautiful cloudy view of London. And then there's 10,000 lights out. And there you have it. Let's roll this down on volume. And then we'll be good. $10,000. It's all fine. We did have Barkway, we can now get rid of Barkway. Because now we're outbound to Clacton. And we'll just keep that going. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put you into a climb phase. And a cruise phase for a little bit. And I will come back when we have any ATC, contact us. But till then, enjoy the climb and enjoy the cruise. And welcome back. We have had Brussels just contact us on 131.1. And we have an aircraft in front of us. Should be fine. Bus controller, very good evening. Fedex 34 with you, flight level 330 inbound Fedry.
Fedex 34 heavy Brussels control identified. Squawk 4714.
4714 for Fedex 34. 471.
Brussels control, good evening. Sleeper 998, flight level 310 inbound 30.
Sleeper 998, Brussels control identified.
47. Oh. I am doing it wrong. Oh, we got 47.
Sleeper 392 Romeo established, Romeo 01.
Sleeper 392 Romeo, wind 1, question. 100 degrees, 8 knots, runway 01, clear to land.
Clear to hopefully land this time, Skipper 392 Romeo.
Easy 2 Tango Mike, turn left heading 190 for vectoring via the east side of runway 01. Descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 996.
996 for the QNH turn heading left 190 via left 01 for Easy 2 Tango Mike.
And Easy 2 Tango Mike, descend altitude 3000 feet.
And 3000 feet, sorry, for 2 Tango Mike.
We will wait for him to give us our identifier and then we'll look at descent into Frankfurt.
Lufthansa 2 Uniform X-ray, contact Brussels 129.575.
129.575 to Brussels, thank you, bye-bye. Lufthansa 2 Uniform X-ray.
Speedbird 174, switch to Unicom 122.8.
122.8, bye-bye.
Right. I don't think he's going to give us identified. Well, he's already identified us. It's just I thought he would identify us again, like to proceed like continuous filed or give us a direct. But I'm guessing he doesn't want to give us a direct today. So, which is all fine by me. So, let's have a look, shall we, at the arrival star. So, we are currently at the last waypoint of Anoko, and we're looking to come in probably on Anoko 4 Golf, runway 07 left, which is going to be absolutely fine by us. Because I couldn't find
Easy 2 Tango Mike, turn right heading 330.
I couldn't find any other ones for us to go into runway 07 left out of Anoko, so that's fine. So let's do I've already got stuff pinned and all that as well, so 07 left, and we'll probably come in on this, so it'll be the final approach fix. So let's go ahead and program that. So then we can get an idea for topic descent, shall we? So, arrivals, index, into here, oh shook, erase that. So we're going to be ILS Zulu, 7 left, by the, ooh, why did that not got that there? Oh, can we not come in on 7 left? Oh, okay. So we're not going to be landed 7 left then. That is
Speedbird 392 Romeo, contact ground 118.055.
118.055, Speedbird 392 Romeo, cheese.
Is that what they're using? Let me double check, because they are using 7 left right now for arrival. I 100% know that. Because I
Speedbird
just checked.
998 at your discretion, descend to cross Ramba, flight level 250.
Are they using
At my discretion,
7
descend
left
to cross Remba at flight level 250,
or 7 right?
Speedbird 998.
Why have I got this ugly map view on Flight Radar on my PC? Give me that one. Right, so the departing 7 center. So they must be landing 7 right?
DG2 Tango Mike, wind 080 degrees, 7 knots, runway 01, clear to land.
Runway 01, clear
Yeah,
to
7
land
right
for
and 7
Tango
left.
Mike.
Right, so we'll land 7 right then.
DG2 Tango Mike, once on ground, contact ground on 118.055. All other stations switch to Unicom 122.8. Bye bye.
And we'll come in
After
on
landing, contact front on 118.055. Thank you for your service. Have a great night. Bye bye.
on Delta something. Let me just check that real quick. Delta Foxtrot 654. Yes. Where's FKS at? FKS is all the way over there. I don't want FKS. And Tayu. We don't want Tayu either, so it is going to be this one. So we'll select that. We'll go back to legs. And we'll have a look. Oh god, right, that's a mess. Yeah, that's a mess. So DF652 after that. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That's good. Right. He's now logged off, which was kind of pointless contacting me, but that's fine. So we have TD in 49 miles. Oh, lovely. Okay. This is basically an up and down flight. What do we have? Do we have any restrictions on this star? Level 110 by ATC for Ibville. 110, 110, 110. Okay, so flight level 110 we'll go down to initially then. Right, 110 initially, that's fine. Right, we still need to do a few things down here. Like, sort this VNAV and all that stuff out. Because we've got to do this descent forecast and all that as well. So, we have a transition altitude of 6,000. Well, transition level 6,000, but transition alt's 5,000. We'll go ahead and we'll clear all this, because that was all for Stansted, and we'll get some new ones in for coming in. So we're up at flight level 33, so we'll do 31, 200, 15 and 10. Request that just now, and then we'll be good. As that is requesting, we're going to get some landing data. So landing 7 right, conditions are dry, and we will grab the winds into here. Winds are 050 at 9 knots. Outside air temperature is 7 degrees. QNH is 9 hectopascals. Flaps 25. Air conditions that anti-ice is off. VRF plus 5. Calculate. So 7 right. 163 with flaps 25. We'll load that in, and that is all good. We'll go to the inlet ref. So we've got flaps 25 at 163, which is all good and dandy into there too. So fix page, we need the Frankfurt VOR, which is FFM. That did not, oh, that needs cleared, actually, clear that. So we need FFM, which is the Frankfurt VOR, which is 114.2, which is fine. We'll do 25 miles on that, which is good. Do we have anything fancy we've got to do here? Yeah, we do. We've got a little bit of fanciness to do, so we've got a little bit of fanciness. So That's fine. We'll do that in just a second. Any special VORs that we have? No. What about the ILS stuff? IFSE. We'll do that one. And we'll do that 5 miles. And then we can then do this one at 10 miles. So that's for the aerodrome. And then that's all good. And then, yeah, that's fine. So, we need to come all the way to the last fix page. And then we then need to do this fix. So, according to the chart, it's meant to be 190 in there, which is wrong. Which is going to be 370. So it's going to be 010. And then 110 is plus 180 is 290. Yeah, that's exactly how it is on the chart. So that's good. Which is directly to the FFM VOR. FSE, we don't have anything special. The only thing that we've got is missed approach is direct to Delta Foxtrot 675 max 220 knots, then to Delta Foxtrot 278 max 220. The climb on course of a heading of 078 to 5000, and then turn right further max 220 direct to FKS at 5000 max 250. So pretty self-explanatory. We are coming into TD zone, so that's good. So we can do the descent checklist. Recall is checked. Notes are performed. Auto brake, we're going to set to 2. Landing data is flaps 25-163. And approach brief is pretty much complete. We're on the Okono 4 Romeo arrival runway 07 right for the ILS. And we are initially going down to flight level 110 on that. So that is good. And we are descending. So that is beautiful. We've got no traffic around us to be worried about. So that's an even bigger bonus. But we shall see what it's like when we get into Frankfurt. Everything else is good. We need our barrow actually, which is 420, 430. And then we've got altimeters 9 hectopascals. Then we'll do 430 on this side. Good. And we are descending into Frankfurt. We are 112 miles out from Frankfurt, which is nice. Let me just have this star chart up. So we got to be at 8,000. What can we get this ILS at? That's the biggest question of it all. Because that's what's going to help us. We can get this the ILS at 4,000. And we need to be at 4,000 for Delta Foxtrot 660, which is fine. And we're on VNAV profile anyway, so we're good. We're good. Do we have any ATC coming into Frankfurt? No, we do not. That is absolutely beautiful. So we had no ATC going out of Stansted, but then we've got no ATC going to Frankfurt. But then saying that, it is a Sunday, so everyone's got work and school in the morning. Well, tomorrow, so because it's Monday. So I was not expecting to get any ATC or anything like that. So, you know, you win some and you lose some. It is how it is on VATSIM. Some controllers would like to control on a Sunday, some controllers don't. So, we'll take what we can get. Just past flight level 220, speed. This does not like this star at all. I'm not going to play sync the heading bug with this because this is just going all over the place. Verify the ILS frequency is 110.9 or 5, heading 066, so that's good. Still on VNAV profile. So we'll continue all the way down now to 5,000, which we should be fine. That should have been off a long time ago, but hey, we'll turn it off for just now. FMC message, drag required. I don't think we need drag. We're still VNAV profiled. I mean drag required. We're still VNAV'd, so that's fine. And that's just the approach checklist, which we will get once we get down to that level. Okay, now we're a bit below. Oh, that VNAV just changed dramatically. Well, let's try and fix it itself. It's like try to figure itself out because of this bend. We're just going to go direct Rambo, I think, just to sort that, because that's a mess. Because Rambo, we've got to be at... It doesn't say 5,000, but it does say 5,000 and then flight level 080 by ATC. And then ROCOM is... Yeah, okay. But if we can get down, then we can get down. Why are we descending like at 3,000 feet a minute? Let's start bleeding that off. We're going to do 8,000 there. Holy moly. What is the aircraft doing? Rambo to Rebel. Riddle is not actually on. Oh, it is actually. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to get rid of this speed if we can. I don't know what this aircraft's doing. Oh, he's flying away from us. That's good. Right, we're going to do that. Because we need to deplete this speed before 10,000. I don't want to use the speed brake because if we don't have to, we won't use it. We'll just level out here and get the speed to come back. Do 240 there. Right, what we'll do is we'll bring up the sim volume again. Because we're going to be sterile cockpit from this point forward. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about it. We'll catch it again. Right, now we can go back down. 1,300 feet a minute. There we go. We could probably do 1,100 feet a minute, to be honest. Come up for 10. So with that, we'll go landing lights. And they'll come on. We have no speed restriction here, so that's all good and dandy. Next one's got to be 4,000 feet. To 30 knots. And then we'll be good. As long as we keep this coming down, it'll be nice. And then we have a sort of a long taxi. Sorta. Because we're parking all the way over on the west side of the airport. Because we're cargo. We are not passengers. We'll start winding the speed back a little bit to 220. The flaps up bug. Let's do 1,000 feet and we'll go for speed check flaps 1. I cannot even see this traffic visually. We'll do standard now. Oh no, not standard, but Ninger hectopascals, which was the last meter we got, which was quite a bit ago, to be honest. Let's see if there's another one. No, we're still Ninger hectopascals, which is all good. I don't know what this traffic's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. I don't know if he's going into Frankfurt or he's going out of Frankfurt. If he's went out of Frankfurt, he's departed the wrong runway. If he's going in, then that's a whole different issue. But I feel like oh, he's did his flight plan weird. He says he's going from Geneva to Frankfurt, but he's just departed Frankfurt. To that localizer. We'll start winding the speed back to there. Frankfurt, hello. Speed check flaps 5. No, that's flaps 15. I'm actually in the flaps 5 indicator. I don't want flaps 15. But hey, we can put it back. There we go, there's flaps 5. Right, we are now on this, so we'll do 160. Well, actually, we can do 180. Which is fine. $4,000's coming in, start bleeding that off. That would be good. All my night lighting's rendering in. This is the one thing I need to fix in P3D. It's been a while. But it's fine. Alt. $14 miles. This guy is that's behind us is like has a weird flight plan. Right, approach checklist. Altimeters are all gone and go. Now we're going to do flaps 15 now as well, so that we can get this nose pitch a little bit better. Now we'll do 160 till 4. Gear. I'm sure that's our final speeds. Yeah, 163. What's flaps 30 like? 154. See, this is saying a lot slower. What's our landing weight? 451916, yeah. I'm gonna do that. We're not gonna trust that. 9 miles. There's someone just departed to the south. Just need flaps 30 now, and then we're good. So about 5,000, and then the go around is fly heading. I'll basically just follow it, follow this out, and then fly heading 087. Right, 2500. Check radio out is alive. Just making sure I've got the correct charts and all that open, so when we do land we can have chart information. That Lufthansa's tracking in behind me, which is fine. 6 miles. Five miles. About to come into the 4 miles. Or 4.5 now. So 142. Speed check flaps. 25 or 20, flaps 25, and flaps 30. And then we'll get the landing checklist. One thousand's checked, fully stable still. Landing checklist, landing gear down 3 green, flaps 30 green light, 5,000's in the window. Checklist, speed breakers armed, and all that stuff. We are fully complete there. We will take the throttles. And then we will take the autopilot. And this is my aircraft. One departing ahead, to the left, enough spacing. Minimums continue. Reversers. Ground spoilers. Decel. For 70 manual brakes. And we will get off here. Which I believe is Mike 13. Oh my god, I pressed 0 again, think I'm on Memphis. Lol. Right, can we cross from here? I'm gonna say yes. I'm also gonna say no at the same time. Mike 14. Yeah, we can. We can cross here. Is anyone taking off on this end? No, we're all good. Exit straight ahead. And it will be good. And we're looking for stand Foxtrot 234. Because that is where the real one parked yesterday. So we're going to go park all the way down there with it. Which Frankfurt being weird. Can we taxi down Lima? Like, are we allowed to go down? Yeah, we will be allowed to go down Lima, won't we? Right, now we're on Lima. Let's get this APU fired up. And everything else is pretty much cleaned up, so it's all good in there. So let's delete, let's clear that. Oh, that's an invalid delete, that's fine. I thought I could clean that up so I don't have to see it on here, but nope, not today. So we're on Lima right now. We want to come all the way down to let's see. I think it's November 15 we want to go all the way down to. Just try to cross-reference to see where we can turn in. Okay, November 14 we need to turn in. and then come off this taxiway. Otherwise, we're classified as outbound traffic. It's fine. Right, so November 14 is past Lima 16. APU is now running as well, which is great news. Okay, we're coming up to Lima 15 and 16 just now. That's fine. Someone way out here. It's like he's paused or frozen. Right, there's Lima 16, so it's before Lima 17 is when we have to turn right. And by the looks of it, it looks like this guy might be landing on 7 center and not 7 right, which means he could get yelled at. There's 7 centers for departures. It's not for arrivals. Lucky enough, it's not us getting yelled at. Yeah, he did. He landed on 7 center. Huh. We guys yelled at, we know why. But he won't get yelled at because we're on Unicom, so. So now we'll taxi all the way down November, and then we'll go in via November 15, which is this one right here, and it will just take her all the way in. And our APU is available, correct? Yes. Yeah, our air's ready for our APU as well, so that's even better. So that's good. This guy coming in has like no landing lights on. I just see navigation lights and wing lights. Right, and here we go. Are we parking right in front of this Fedex sign? So we are, that's kind of cool. Right, so we're looking for Foxtrot 34, there's 33. 34 should be the next one. Oh yeah, there's GSX. Nice. And that's 34. Nice. So taxi sign off. Or taxi sign, taxi light off. Marshall, gotta pick us up. Thank you very much. I don't know whether to trust GSX at this point. Go. Parking brake is set. APU's on, so we can go 1, 2. engine page. We're below 20. Oh my god, the seatbelt signs was off. Lol, it's fine, don't worry about it. And we are good. Invalid entry, that's now complete. Ground connections, wheel chocks, request to ground power. And we'll go ahead and come over to here. Stop this timer. We have the ground power, oh, we do. So APU off, and then all that can come off. And there you have it. Welcome to Frankfurt. I'm going to disarm all these doors, and then we can get them all opened. So checklist, shutdown checklist, parking brake is off because we're on the chocks, and the shutdown checklist is complete. And that's just a secure checklist, which we will not do because this aircraft will be going back out for, as I said at the start of the video, for part 2, where we're going to take her out to Charles de Gaulle. So that will be the next video that you will all see on the channel. But let's go ahead and go to the external view. And yeah, it was a fun wee flight, to be honest. Lovely wee flight. Lovely hour and a bit on the way over the channel from the UK into Germany with Fedex. And no, because it's going to be the same crew that we're going to be taking out to Charles de Gaulle. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. You know, it's an Prepar3D video for you guys. We're in Fedex, so I think I might just use Prepar3D for cargo ops. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We might just do some passenger in the future, but we'll wait and see in that one. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, and you like the content that I'm providing here, whether it's MSFS, Prepar3D, you know, any flight simulation content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell so you get notified when new content goes live. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and if you've got any route suggestions that you have, be sure to put them in the comments below. If not, leave your favourite emoji, it's good for engagement. But I have been Bdan, and from Fedex34 here on the stand in Frankfurt, I wish you happy landings.